Now we are going to differentiate reserve capital and capital reserve. Reserve capital is created out of uncalled capital, but capital reserve is created out of capital profits. Reserve capital is not disclosed in the balance sheet of the company, important statement of the company, but in the case of capital reserve, it is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Then reserve capital can be used only at the time of winding up of the company, but in the case of capital reserve, it can be used at any time during the lifetime of the company. Then reserve capital cannot be used to write off capital losses, but capital reserve can be used to write off the capital losses. Reserve capital cannot be utilized to issue bonus shares, but in the case of capital reserve, it can be utilized to issue bonus shares. Next is, it is not compulsory to create a reserve capital, but in the case of capital reserve, it is compulsory. In the case of reserve capital, special resolution is required, but in the case of capital reserve, it is not required for creating capital reserve. Now we are going to discussing the term shares. The capital of the company is divided into units called shares. In other words, shares are the denomination of share capital of the company. A share is the interest of a shareholder in the company measured by a sum of money. According to the Indian Companies Act 1956, a company can be issue two types of shares. They are equity shares and preference shares. In the case of preference shares are those shares which carry a preferential right over equity shares as regards payment of dividend and repayment of capital in the event of the winding up of the company. A person who holds preference share is known as preference shareholder. He is the creditor of the company. He have preferential right to get the fixed amount of dividend. A fixed rate of dividend is paid on preference share before any dividend is paid on equity shares. Similarly, on winding up, preference share capital is repaid before equity share capital is repaid. Now I am going to teach something about equity shares. Equity shares are those which are not preference shares. As you know, equity shares do not carry any preferential right in respect of dividend or repayment of capital. That means equity shareholders will get the amount of dividend only after distributing among the preference shareholders. That is why they are known as ordinary shares. Dividend is paid on equity shares only after paying fixed rate of dividend on preference shares. Next type of share is sweat equity share. A sweat equity share is an equity share issued by the company to their employees or directors at a discount or for consideration other than cash for prevailing or making available rights in the nature of intellectual property rights or value additions. The important types of preference shares are classification on the basis of dividend rights and classification on the basis of convertibility. Then classification on the basis of dividend rights, preference shares can be divided into two: cumulative preference shares, non-cumulative preference shares. Then classification on the basis of convertibility, preference shares are convertible preference shares and non-convertible preference shares. Then classification on the basis of recovery of capital, they are redeemable preference shares and irredeemable preference shares. Then classification on the basis of participation, they are participating preference shares and non-participating preference shares. Next, we are going to learn about the ways to issue shares. The shares of a company can be issued in three ways. First one, by private placement of shares. Second one, by right issue shares. And third one, by public issue of shares. First one, private placement. Private placement is the issue of securities of a company direct to one investor or small group of investors. Generally, the investors are the financial institutions. The next one is right issue. Right issue is a cheap way of raising funds. It is the issue of shares to the existing shareholders in proportion to their existing shareholding. In a right issue, no prospectus is issued. The third one is public issue. Public issue means selling of shares or securities to public by issue of prospectus. Public issue is two types. First one is initial public offer and second one offer for sale. Initial public offer means IPO. This is the method of raising securities in which a company sells the shares or stock to the general public for the first time. Next one is offer for sale. Under this method, instead of offering shares directly to the public by the company, it offers through the intermediary such as issue houses or merchant banks or investment banks or firms of stockbrokers.